Well, switching gears, folks, a bill was recently, that's last Friday, introduced in the Oklahoma Senate that would allow employees of government and private entities to sue their employers for up to $1 million over health problems resulting from being forced to get the COVID shot or lose their job. There's something I've talked about here. I think employers that force this upon their employees should be on the hook. With me now to talk about the Citizens Health Mandate Protection Act is the lawmaker who introduced it, Oklahoma State Senator Rob Standridge. He's going to be joining us here in just a second. We're connecting with him from Oklahoma. This is, look, businesses want to get on the bandwagon with the Biden administration and force this mandate and do so without any type of liability. This is one of those few times. Actually, it's becoming more frequently that I stand with the trial lawyers. Now, historically, I've not been a big fan of the trial lawyers, but big business is off the rails, and someone's got to hold them accountable, and the best way to do it is take them to court and sue them when they force people to do something that is harmful. Joining me now to talk more about this, the Citizen Health Mandate Protection Act, is Oklahoma State Senator Rob Standridge. Senator, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it. Great to be here.
All right, tell us about your bill and why you introduced it.
I've struggled with the vaccine mandates now for several months as we see this coming. And, we've talked about here in Oklahoma about just outlawing the mandates, and that doesn't seem to get much traction. So this was, I think, an alternative pathway that hopefully gives citizens a little peace of mind that they have recourse. Which I understand that's later in the process, but we're trying to do the best we can in the situation we're in.
So how is your measure being received so far? Do you have co-sponsors that have come on board?
Yes, we have had some, certainly could use more, but we were hopeful that we'd get something done sooner than later. But I think, honestly, I think this bill has as a lot of these type of tort statutes has a little bit of retroactivity built into it. So my advice to employers would be to make sure they're thorough in ensuring, just like the forklift, Tony, making sure things are safe before they subject their employees to it.
Well, I don't know. I guess I should have looked at this. Are you an attorney? Are you a trial lawyer?
No. I actually went back to law school, but I'm not that yet. So no.
Okay. Well, I spent time in the Louisiana legislature and normally lined up with business, and we did a lot of tort reform to prevent lawsuits. Yeah. But in this particular case, where you have big business doing the bidding of big government, the little guy has no recourse. And I think this is exactly what we need. I wish every trial lawyer would get behind measures like this in states across the nation and say, all right, if you're going to force these workers to get a shot, which is, as you said, we don't have a big track record yet, then these employers need to be on the hook.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, something's got to give in all this process. I really, by trade, I'm a healthcare professional, been doing that for 30 years. And I could have never imagined a disease being politicized to the level this disease has been. And so, something's got to give. And, and I'm not necessarily saying vaccines are bad, but I think when it comes down from the high castle, if you will, right, it's really dangerous, I think, for a country like ours for these commandments to come down.
I agree. I am not anti-vaccine. In fact, I encourage people to get the COVID vaccine based upon their situation, high risk, and they need to make that decision with their healthcare provider. It doesn't need to be dictated, as you said, from on high in Washington, D.C. I really want to track this bill. I hope it gets traction, and we'd certainly like to help you promote this bill and this concept across the country. Senator, great to have you on the program today.
Great to be here. Thank you. Thank you for what you do. Appreciate it.